Okay, dear ones, how are you today? It is Saturday, November 25th, just a little afternoon on this Saturday morning, Eastern time. Horns are blaring in the country here in Great Barrington town, and I am here at my desk. I was waiting for a session to begin, but my client didn't actually show up for this free session. I was offering a very small number of free sessions for people, um, especially around the holiday season when it can be very stressful and busy and all of that. So I felt really moved and called in my heart to offer a few complimentary sessions, half-hour sessions for people, in so that I can support them and help relieve the tension, help relieve the stress, and help them find a new perspective that can help them in moving forward in whatever it is they wish to do. And so far, I've had 3 really beautiful sessions since just before Thanksgiving when I put the invitation out to people. And I am very much looking forward to seeing or hearing how their holiday season has gone since we did our session, and to see what was different for them in their experience this year compared to other years, or even just compared to how they felt before they reached out for the free session. So I I love doing transformational coaching. I love helping people find a new perspective, but above all is just sort of seeing the stress and anxiety and the tension just kind of like release from their bodies, release from their faces, release from their energy. It's just such a beautiful, like, you know. And then with that comes sort of like a wow, I had no idea that I could feel this good about this thing so quickly, and that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. And that's why I love it, because I tend to be a kind of impatient person with growth. I'm quite patient with people, actually, but I guess in terms of my own explorations or creations, I always want it like as quickly as possible. And that's what I love about these transformational exercises, processes that I use in my coaching, because they do work really rapidly. And it's not temporary relief, it's actually permanent, So we can take, for example, a phobia, a repeating problem, right? Either a phobia or obsessive thought, or obsessive negative loop that's happening in our heads. And with just one short process, 10, 20 minutes, half an hour, if we use a couple of processes, it's just completely evaporated. And the event still happened, right? So we can still think of the event. But what's so cool about it is we no longer have the emotional charge connected to the event, right? So we might think, oh yeah, that thing happened. It's just a thing that happened. It might even feel like it happened to someone else, or like a long, long, long time ago. And that's kind of what makes it so fun, because it's like, I'm not taking away the memory, I'm not taking away the event. All we're doing is dissolving the emotional charge, the emotional pain around it. And that is a beautiful thing. It's also a choice we get to make. Like, we can't undo what's happened, but we can undo the way we feel about it. and the way we respond to it whenever we think about it. So that's why I just love this work so much. And also it's such an empowering kind of realization to move from feeling sort of in control, like controlled by this memory, or oppressed by the memory, or whatever it is. And that's like a constant loop. And then there are feelings that come about the loop, and about having the thoughts, and about having those reactions. And then when we can actually use a process like these that I use, then what happens is it just kind of like loosens and falls away, and yeah, like this analogy just came to mind. You know how when you're like trying to peel garlic, and the garlic skin just doesn't want to come off, and you're just trying and trying and trying, and you get like, then your fingers get all garlicky smelling because you're trying to peel it off, and then you think, oh, there are other ways I can get this off, and yet you don't want to take those extra steps because they might take too long, or whatever the reason is, too many steps to get there. And then there's that moment when it does just kind of come off, and it's like, oh wow, that was easy. And yet meanwhile, all the other efforts to get it to that point were like weird or uncomfortable or frustrating or whatever. So that's sort of the analogy that came to me, and it might work for you, it might not. Anyway, it's a pretty miraculous process that we go through. So if you are looking for some support, you want some relief, and you'd like to work with me, here's how. You go to my calendar, calendly.com/make change. Okay, make change is all one word, MAKECHANGE. After calendly.com/make change. And on that page, you will very likely find some slots that are available for a complimentary 30-minute session with me, where we will work through and loosen, or even dissolve entirely, whatever it is that's really troubling you. Because I would really love for you to experience more joy, more freedom, more happiness and ease in your life. And I can help you get there. So reach out. You can also email me at gabrielle@gabriellesenza.com, and we can set up a session where we could talk about how we can work together. Okay? Because I offer these short complimentary sessions. I offer packages of, like 5 sessions. We can work on one thing with 5 sessions over, if it's a real sticky thing that's like recurring and you're working towards a big goal, or you are trying to recover from a big breakup or a great loss or something like that, then a shorter package of 5 to 10 sessions might be really perfect for you. Another way would be a longer one-to-one year-long session or process, not a session, that would be a long session, but a year-long one-to-one coaching program with me, where you would get very customized processes and support from me, and we establish where you're at and where you want to go, and then together we can create the support and structure to get you to where you want to go. And what we often discover is that there are a lot of limiting beliefs, or generally they're limiting beliefs that keep us from just getting to where we want to go. And so what I excel at is helping to untangle those limiting beliefs, and to help you find within you, actually. That's the beautiful part about it. We light up these parts inside you that really help you get to where you want to go. And we also give voice to, we give space to the limiting beliefs or the recurring thought patterns or whatever the things are that are sort of showing up. So often we feel a resistance, right? We feel resistance to change because change is something new, and we tend to like what is familiar, right? What we've done before, even if we know that that doesn't work, because it's familiar, we still want to go to it. And sometimes change feels scary. And I help people get comfortable with change and embracing change, because if you already know that the way you've been doing it doesn't work, and you know some change needs to be made, but you might not know what change, you might be afraid of change, whatever it is, that's where I come in. So I support you with the change. And I know you have it all within you to do it. And one of my favorite jobs as a coach is actually holding up the mirror for you to see your own greatness and for you to see your own power and your own wisdom and brilliance and creativity. And that is so, so delightful. I just can't tell you how thrilling that is for me when I see that happening. And it's also thrilling for my clients. So if this is something you want to experience, then please feel free to reach out to me. We can have a complimentary call for 30 minutes, and we can look at where you are, where you'd like to be, and what's in your way, and talk about ways to get you there. Okay. So again, it's calendly.com, Calende, Calendly, CALENDLY.com/make change. Anyway, I'll make sure I put the proper link in, whether I said it correctly or not. You will get the correct link in here. Okay, I wish you beautiful, beautiful holiday days and preparations and gatherings, or if you're planning on being alone, I send you loads of love, and I hope those days are very nourishing for you, because I actually have loved having holidays by myself. And one of the reasons I like to, one of the things I love about that is that I get to design the day to be however I wish it to be. And so I get to do whatever it is I wish to do. And there isn't any of that, like navigating other relationships and people's quirks and experiences, if I choose not to, right? And so that's pretty awesome. I love that. So if you are having a holiday by yourself, make it as lovely and enjoyable as you possibly can. Make it a gift to yourself, because that's what it is. You get to spend time with yourself. You could pick up a favorite book, or a new book that you want to explore, or you could journal, or you could paint, or you could draw, or you could write letters to people. You could write love letters to yourself even. There are all kinds of things you can do on a day off or a day to yourself. So I hope that you make it a wonderful, wonderful day. And if you're with family or gathering with people, that you also make that a wonderful, wonderful experience, because you are amazing and you can do that. You have the freedom and power and will to create beauty everywhere you go, and to connect with people everywhere you go in beautiful, heartfelt ways. And I think that's the key to more happiness in the world, is having heartfelt connections with people and heartfelt connections with yourself. If you think about that, what a beautiful thing, what a gift for yourself to experience, what a gift for your soul, for you to love yourself and to love the body that you're in, and to love the mind that you have, and to love the skills that you have, and the interests that you have, and the personality that you have. And that, what a beautiful thing that you have all of these things, and you get to be conscious of them. And yeah, so I think those are pretty special gifts. I hope you do too. And feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think and how your days went, and yeah, anything you wish to share. Okay, I send loads of love. Mwah. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here. And thank you for all that you bring into the world.